it's easy to. Here I was talking and nobody could listen to me. Gotta focus on that. Okay. And I'm going under. Needing sketches. To the side, only what I saw. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Ackerman. Akaram, sorry. I'm thinking of Attack on Titan. Ackerman's, yeah. Gotta wind up there. We got some great late games lined up for you guys today. Let me see if I can put out this schedule here, actually. So game 1 is going to be PF2K versus Penguin. Game 2 is going to be I am Flavio versus Bullets Ants. And then game 3, which we're all here for, 2v2. Erie and that's the schedule. Hey. Can't seem to let you go. It's me, Star of Night Casting. Good to see you, Hans. Let's do this. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Penguin's already done it. Excellent. Just, we're doing like a little test here, and Break Penguin just tried to do a full-on villager rush, and it failed. Everybody's washing their faces. I got my coffee. We're all ready. We're all hyped. Can't seem to let you go. Tell me where you've been. The game's about to start in a couple minutes. All right. Let's get these games on the road. All right. We're going to get this started. First game, PF2K versus Penguin on equal footing. PF2K says, and I quote, "I'm rusty." Whether or not I believe him is another story. This game is like riding a bike. You can't really be rusty. the game is underway. We're switching scenes. This is a best of one. Break Penguin on the bottom half on this excellently themed map. It's cold outside in my room. It's cold outside and in my room. And it's snowing outside where I am. So I am looking forward to this game. Best of luck to both players. PF2K, slight advantage here actually for Babylonian players I never actually thought about, but I guess you don't need to kill any hunts if your villagers are always going to be gathering super close to the to each hunt, or each deer. Break Penguin going for a early barracks, which should be good. Good aggression. PF2K seems to be doing the opposite, going for food first and then going much slower on a barracks or gathering on wood. Interesting to see. He's already gathered 4 sheep so far, and he's actually beginning to harvest from them. And here we go. From Break Penguin, we have his first barracks out. So that's a good point. Both players seem to have sheep here. He's gonna want to make the monuments there in the middle to get that extra movement speed. Then he's gonna realize he's still playing Babylon, so he's gonna spam Lancers instead. The first spearman is gonna be coming out for Break Penguin, and it's rallied across the map. Question mark? Not rallied yet across the map, but the first one is out. He's queuing up 4 more. PF2K in the meantime is going up to second age fairly quickly. Not gathering stone yet, so this could either be a 1 TC sort of a push. Go to age 2, get Lancers. We'll see. Is this archery range? That's something I've been seeing more and more for Babylon. Their archers. Oh, PF2K. Is this what Rusty means? Is this what Rusty means? I think this is what Rusty means. Oh, it's a house. He put a house next to his stone. I thought. Okay. Let's see here. Break Penguin hasn't crossed the map yet, or almost crossed the map. He has 3, but PF2K, amazing scouting. Look at that. Break Penguin just trying to see if he can do anything. Really smart heads up walls here. Unfortunately, that his villagers weren't paying attention and just said walls. I don't really care about those, and broke the trees that would make the walls useful. So let's take a look at these Babylonian bowmen. Only 40 wood and 20 and 10 gold, so very, very cheap on gold, which is sort of like the opposite to how their spearmen are. Right, their spearmen are heavy on gold. And I like this play from PF2K. Like, he can just keep kiting in his base while he gets up enough stone to go to the to get a second town center. This is a really good and effective way of mitigating any real damage that Break Penguin can do in H1. Like, not rushing. He didn't rush to get to the second town center up. He didn't rush anything. He played it as if he was going to do a 1 TC build, using those villagers' time effectively, and then repels it. That's actually a really smart play. And a strong counter to a spearman pressure, especially with the increased buff to TCs in general. PF2K gets up his town center first. Break Penguin is not too far behind at 250. 17 villagers to 22. Strange. How did PF2K get so many more villagers? Both pop capped at 30. back in his base. Also a great second town center. Not too far away from his main town center, so he'll still be able to defend stuff with it, and especially this choke here, which will be important in future. He can get up a really nice market line, or fairly secure market line from the bottom of his base. And it secures nearly a perfect assortment of resources there. Excuse me. Break Penguin's been loving a large throwing axe and ball, so I expect to see a similar sort of play from him. When I was playing him yesterday on stream, it was like out of the blue, he'd have 30 throwing axemen, and then they'd all be throwing axemen champion the next time I saw them, and then they'd sweep me. So throwing axemen champion are good, and I'm interested to see whether or not lancers or even bowmen in this case can effectively. Man, is everybody playing no cav bav recently? This is cool stuff. The mods are lightning fast here today. I saw that, Weary. That was excellent. So yeah, it looks like we're going no cav, 2 barracks and 2 archer ranges from PF2K. Still continuing really solid villager production, 29 to the 25. And out of the 1 barracks, Break Penguin is making throwing axemen and some stables. So these stables are going to be a good, a key flanking unit on these bowmen here. Neither player has amassed a large army. Both content to sit in the back of their base. Ace, I'm suspicious. I like this wall from PF2K. This is excellent defense for somebody who, and this wall too. Break Penguin's, one of Break Penguin's strengths is being able to really control numerous groups of units. So it's cool to see that PF2K is preparing for that, especially with those Babylonian walls that only cost wood. So pretty cool. Looks like he's going to be pushing on his base. Doesn't see anything so far. So he's PF2K is happy to start inching his way forward. And I think he might have spotted the smaller-ish army of Break Penguin, but at this time they're both relatively even on pop. Break Penguin is pop capped, so he's getting up houses here. He's putting up another house. But PF2K crossing the map. I think Break Penguin should be easily able to throw this back, especially with the kiting throwing axemen, but we will see. I like this from Break, not worried about necessarily engaging right now. PF2K's melee units are just dancing around his bowmen to try to make sure that Cav are going to go in for the flank. I think PF2K, yeah, right, smartly realizes that, and he sort of lost all of his meat shield there to Break Penguin's attack. Oh no, gotta get these raiders in on the fight. This is a solid engagement from Break Penguin. And yeah, PF2K needs to not lose any of his army here on the way back, but Break Penguin decides he's taken enough of an advantage in that fight and he's going to pull back, so excellent job from him. Hey, Florida. Good to see you, good to see you. More cav coming up from Break Penguin. More houses, so continuing the boom. He is pop capped right now. PF2K obviously doing a fantastic job. He might be looks like he's sandwiching himself into this corner. Not a bad play. But PF2K continually doing a great job with his houses. Now getting up an armory. Still on the 2 barracks and 2 archer ranges. I believe he just got Spearman Champion. Yes, he got Spearman Champion, so he's starting to make more Spearmen. And the gold he's going to save on these bowmen are going to come into play with the gold he spends on Spearman Champion. And I guess this is what I'm talking about. Break Penguin will be able to sneak to the 3rd age very quickly and get that throwing axeman champion, which has been such a key upgrade for this Norse army. It really turns the tide of the game. But PF2K's army is fairly large. 35 bowmen. It's nothing to snuff at. He has a number of spearmen. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough to counter the three. Yeah, we got 3 stables production here. So there's a lot of raiders in this army. I think it's just that, Florida. So because you can, it's like another version. It's like you save money on walls essentially, and in the early game in particular, right? It'll force enemy spearmen to have to like walk around your buildings, which gives you just like that much more time to do something about that raid. Okay, PF2K doing the same thing, getting some upgrades, just gets the second age barbed arrows upgrade, so this is the perfect time for him to get the engagement, but at the same time, Throwing Axeman champion engaged for breaking penguin, or break penguin. And I think PF2K just realized that, holy, there's a lot of raiders in that army, and he started making more spearmen. I'm surprised nobody gets this upgrade conditioning. It's a really, really solid upgrade. You'll be surprised at how fast the spearmen fly out of your buildings when you get that upgrade. PF2K still in the second age, but he is 25 pop ahead. I like this from Break. He's got some vision. He's going to be trying to do some raiding. Pestering with this small little force here. Might be enough to send some of PF2K's army back. He is getting age 3. He is getting reinforced cart. These walls do go down fairly quickly, and PF2K is deciding, screw it, we're going right into the base. Let's see if he can get something done. There is this flank here that could potentially be coming in. But we'll see. Looks like Break Penguin's being repelled by these spearmen here. And here comes the Cav army of PF2K. Doesn't look like PF2K is going to be able to do anything right now, and Break Penguin's already at the doorstep, and he has melee units. If you guys don't know, but buildings have 80% pierce armor damage, so it looks like a base trade situation, and PF2K better do something strong to make this effective. He's sending back half of his army, but Break Penguin is in the base of PF2K, and he can do a ton of damage to these buildings here and these villagers. Let's see if he can do anything here. This is the Camaranga we're going to choose to fight. Back in the base of Break Penguin, I'm gonna flip here for a second. There is a sizable number of bowmen, but it doesn't look like they're doing the same economic damage. PF2K does have some spearmen here, so he's going to clean this up eventually. But let's take a look at the 56 villagers to 63. Okay, PF2K is content to just sit in the middle of the base and pick off units as they come out. He seems to have cleaned up everything in his base, or nearly everything. There's a couple of straggler units, but I thought that was going to go well for Break Penguin. Looks like PF2K has found some of the villagers here at the bottom corner. He's picking them off, but Break Penguin's doing a great job running back. He needs to continue production of his units. He's down 60 pop right now. PF2K making sappers to do that real building damage. He desperately needs gold, and this is one of those things where you need to make, if gold is your main priority, you need to make a space between your gold mine and your TC for most optimal gathering. These raiders are just not going to be enough. The armory upgrades are too strong for PF2K here. He has another massive group of units here. Break Penguins are streaming in units one by one. When you're in this situation, guys, you gotta group up your units. and then push them all at the same time, especially when they're not doing any real damage to your base. But PF2K is relentless. He has this huge army here on the left side of the base, and some sappers here in the middle. Let's see if Break Penguin, who doesn't have much resources at all, just trying to get down a ton of barracks now to defend. Let's see if he's able to muster up some sort of a defense for this massive Babylonian non-cav army. 47 bowmen, 10.8 DPS each. Some Royal Guards in the mix here with really high melee infantry armor. Break Penguin will see this, and he's really... It'll be tough. He's putting up some guard towers. I like this. Will this be enough? He needs all of these villagers. He needs every single one of them to be gathering food for him. Oh, he can't get rid of these cav. These cav are the only thing that's keeping him in the game. But this melee army is focused on the TC, so this little bait from Break Penguin might be enough to save his TC for another day. Not sure where he's sending those cavalry, but possibly to pick off reinforcing villagers or bowmen, but PF2K is maxed at this point. He's not worried about that. The scout going alone, taking out the TC. 4 DPS at a time. And yeah, Break Penguin taps. He doesn't have the all of his farms were here. Some farms were here, but oh, I missed I missed this. From the left-hand side, all these sappers were coming in. From the right-hand side, sorry, all the sappers were coming in. So solid work from PF2K. And Break Penguin, of course. Rusty my butt. Yeah. Yeah, sappers were the nail in the coffin there. Oof. So PF2K wins that first game. PF2K says sappers are the Roman engineer's evil cousin. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right, we're gonna try to do one more, Curie. I got you. PF2K is gonna switch civs. In the meantime, let's take a look at. Let's take a look at the villager production and the rest of it while I get. Okay. And we're gonna do a Persia mirror, unfortunately. PF2K said, you switch. I think Bullet and I and Flavio are roughly the same skill level. Flavio could be slightly better. Probably slightly better, but those are the types of mid-level games that guys I'd love to cast more of. PF2K and like watching PF2K is always fun, but you know, the community challenge is supposed to be meant for the community, the whole community, right? And we're not all as good as PF2K and Neary, and Weary and everybody else, but yeah. So just as a reminder, guys, while we're waiting for Break Penguin to take a phone call here before the next game, we're gonna be doing the community challenge every Saturday, roughly the same time. If you want to participate, shoot me a message, or it'll be in the sign up, and so you'll know that every Saturday we sort of have this thing going on. If you can't make the time, but you would still be down to do it on Saturday, we can try to do something around. Okay. Boys, we need a map. Woodland Maze seems good. No, what was that map that Erie and Greeky played it last time? Oh, it was Babylonian Basin, right? Yeah. Babylonian Basin. That was a cool map. $22,000. That's chump change. I have 15,000, which isn't that much. Ooh. All right. We're doing Coastal for the second map of this show match between PF2K and Penguin. PF2K is just so good. After not playing for so long, or not playing this particular civ for so long. Good to see him be able to easily jump back into things. But let's see if that'll change on the water. Game didn't connect. We'll run it back. Give us a second. Ace, we're gonna do Black Forest small map next time. Next map. How does PF2K get out of that so much? So PF2K and Penguin are going to be next in a minute on Coastal. Here we go. Coastal, baby. Let's have a fair water fight. I don't want to see no... switch this around like this. I don't want to see any spearmen rushing. Break Penguin, probably breaking the rules. Unfortunately. But Coastal, one of the classics. You'll enjoy this. Seems smaller than normal, actually, the coast, but in this map, it's one of those things where having the water is so important, not just for the food income, because there's a couple fishing spots here. I think more than 10. That's a lot of food that can be gathered extremely quickly with fishing boats. But more importantly than that, you can sit your triremes or biremes or galleys in this case on the edges of the map. Here, 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 and then as your opponent tries to cross Greeky didn't seem to have signed up. Both players are scouting the coast. Break Penguin getting that storehouse on the wood. Same thing with PF2K. Really smarts. Let's see which player gets up there. Docks first. PF2K going for the second age before getting a dock. Not a bad idea. And then we're just now sending his villager to the coastline. I think a bit premature. He doesn't seem to have the wood for that. But he's going to just relax on the coast till then. Well, fish for a little bit, I guess. Now he has 150 wood, and he'll probably pop down a dock. Yeah. So in this matchup, it's really going to be about. Sorry, I laughed at the Ace's comment there. It's really going to be about who has more triremes, or in this case, galleys. Galleys are weaker, but they cost less. So actually, this is a really good play by PF2K, like lightning fast, 2 minutes 45 seconds to get that up. And at this point, like Break Penguin, I'm not even sure he can get on the water, because PF2K can just continue to can continue to just make out galleys, and then Break Penguin can never get up a dock. I'm not sure what Break Penguin's thought was. Maybe potentially get up a second town center. That'll be faster than getting up a dock, but I'm not sure that's the right play. PF2K is over here scratching his head that there's no docks. Break Penguin now sees the dock, but yeah, it's like his galley is questioning. He's going to be searching the whole coastline for a potential dock, and there is none. And so PF2K is going to take advantage of this. Going to start fishing boat production. And one of the things with fishing boats, excuse me, is their gather rate. All right, so where villagers gather fish and other resources roughly at 1.3 max, fishing boats without their bonus, without their buff there, they gather at 1.6 food, and then they get a 20% gather rate and carrying capacity upgrade and conservation. So essentially, these fishing boats will all of a sudden become 2 villagers is very close to. But Break Penguin betting on double TC to be the economic powerhouse that he needs. And PF2K, yeah, smartly saying, okay, if he's not going to be on the water, then he's investing those resources somewhere else. And the resources are being invested, obviously, in a second town center. We know that. Whether or not PF2K knows that, he does not. He has not scouted the base of Break Penguin. He's more worried, preoccupied with scouting out the docks of Break Penguin, so not a bad idea. Archery range out, double archery range out, so similar sort of play for PF2K as last game. Archers to defend, and they're extremely well equipped to do that, just continually kiting back and forth. PF2K already up to 2 fishing boats. Would love to see him take more advantage of that, but obviously he doesn't want to overcommit to fishing boats and undercommit to making a military, because Break Penguin is going to be focusing heavily on his land army that now that it can't get up a dock. Second dock coming out for PF2K, close to his first. Interesting choice. Panic Archeries, I think so, Erie. But with all this wood that he was gathering, it's not a bad choice, right? Like, he has tons of wood to make the bowman. He thought he was going to get into a long and arduous fight on the water. Oh, really smart not raiding, but scouting here. I think he's on patrol along the whole coastline, and this coastal is just flat enough for this galley to see everything. I like that cheeky play from Break Penguin, trying to get that up. He is housed, missing some villager timings. PFTK is going to lose his scout. Break Penguin's going to try again and fail sorely. Ooh, yeah, hate to see it. Second docks up, but nothing but fishing boats being produced. Smart by PFTK, not spending any more than he needs to. And continue to just patrol the coastline. 60 pop, 38 villagers to the 33. But again, there's 5 fishing boats here, all gathering at 1.6. I'd like to see him get some net lures out. He has the resources to do it. And that'll be super helpful. 25% conservation is huge. Looks like he's saving up to get to age 3. Not sure what he's going to get in age 3. Possibly Bowman Champion. Greeky is in the building. And the first army of Break Penguin is crossing the map. I'm sure he... Oh. Looks like PF2K is going to see this. Might have missed rally day. Or not missed rally, but he probably used his... the wolves on the way there, just trying to stop the advance. Really good rallying by Break Penguin, actually. So one of the issues with this map in general, if you lose the water, is that you can, and by the way, PF2K going to age 3, is that your units would usually caress the coast lake, the coastal, and then these galleys or triremes would get out really good pot shots on this army that is fairly squishy, right? Guard towers going up, but obviously these 22 bowmen will be more than enough to deal with these 8 talks and a couple of Hypaspis. We'll see if Break Penguin can do any damage with this army. Both players going to age 3. Villager count 52. Oh wow, he'll be able to pick off all these villagers. What? I'm not sure what these villagers are doing. Oh, really good. Oh, and the army is going to be picked off here. Break Penguin smartly running away. Maybe he gets to save some of the units. How many fishing boats are we up to? 9 fishing boats. I don't think... Yeah, he has no other food gatherers other than this. That's all he needs. Still hasn't gotten net lures. Shame on you, PF2K. Let's check in the base here. So, Break Penguin has a larger army, nearly 10 pop up, 50 villagers to the 55. But again, fishing boats are really, really effective villagers. Good luck, Greeky, on the exam. One tip for you guys. Usually, for all storehouses, it's 1 space back. But berries are the exception. Because berries deplete themselves, it's actually probably best to have them very close. mass army of bowmen here for Bright Penguin. Switching into Immortals. 3 Immortal camps. Not a bad idea. Takabara in the mix. Some bowmen in the mix. So it's going to be a large anti-infantry army versus the Tox. And small number of infantry here for a Break Penguin. Who will win? Probably Tox, actually. As long as Break Penguin gets up a large number of them. He has lots of resources in his bank. PFTK spending really, really wisely.
Glory to the Empire!
Hey, Rokolo Tira. Thanks for the subscription. Yeet. Yeet. Love it. Getting up his 3rd talent center, so he's going to have more pop available to him. Continuing with really strong villager production, but it looks like P is taking the advantage. Finally has gotten that both, I think, upgrades there. So now these fishing boats gather at 2.3 speed. Huge. Break Penguin is just chilling here. He's going to be, this is going to be like an ambush. I love it. Ooh, I'm excited for this. Will Break Penguin see this in time? Or will PFTK sneak by? Oh, they're going to cross each other like... Oh, wow, this is interesting. But PFTK will see this. And probably turn back. Oh, here we go. First engagement of the game. Break Penguin spreading out his units. Losing a lot of the front line. And I think 28 bowmen to the 30 and Immortals. Yeah. Break Penguin, despite having seemingly the larger population, this army in particular isn't the full brunt of his army. So he'll need to bring all of it up if he wants to really take a fair fight against PF2K. Who is knocking on the doorstep. Here we go. PF2K is serious about this one. Let's see if Break Penguin can get some pot shots off. He's going to lose these villagers here to get up this guard tower that I'm not sure how effective it would be. Oh, the cavalry are going to be super effective in this army. There's nothing here to really deal with the cavalry. Break Penguin just needs to stop and get these pot shots off. Excellent job. These cavalry are doing wonders against the mostly anti-infantry army here. And these Tox ball staying ever large. Really good engagement here. I think the question that we're going to be facing this game is like, will PF2K be forced to go with Asabara to deal with all of these Tox? PFTK is walling off this side of the map, and Break Penguin's going to clean this up. Sorry. 120 pop to the 143. 76 villagers to 78, so very even there, but again, PFTK's naval fleet is ever massive. Crossing the map. Oh, I like this from Break Penguin, trying to get up some markets here. Looks like he's running low on gold. I think this might be his only gold mine. And PFTK is just walking right by it. Well, not walking right by it. He might have thought that he was on this gold. In the base of PF2K, there's some annoying Padromos. See armories. Looks like PF2K is just now getting up an armory. I take that back. He has all age 2 armory, so really well done by him. These are not getting out alive. This is those poor cavalry units. Oh no. Say a prayer, guys. Say a prayer. The walls got upgraded right before they left. Unfortunate. PF2K not taking advantage actually of this water situation. He could very well... Ooh, these villagers are getting picked off here, but as I was saying, like, putting units on the sides of this coast is really, really effective. Um, it almost forces your opponent. Oh, here we go. Sorry, there's some small raid up here. 50k just trying to knock at the door of Break Penguin. And he got to break down the wall. Break Penguin actually now focusing a lot more on Cav. We got 6 stables out, which are almost going to ruin PF2K's day if he doesn't get up any mounted archers. But we'll see. We'll see if he can stay out of it. The market line is up, but Break Penguin is pop capped. Oh! Kite Break Penguin, Kite, he lost all of these arms. Oh no. What a massive engagement. And with that, he loses as well, like this market line. Or access to his market line, so. He's trying to raid on this side of the map, but he'll really need something to defend this massive Immortal army here. And Sparabara army, actually 29 Sparabara, wow. Some Takabara, 20 Takabara, this is a... and 36 Immortals. There's a very varied composition here for PF2K. You don't see this every day, folks. This is all infantry, though, except for some anti-ranged. So these Toxball might be able to do something, but 65 Pierce armor for these Sparabara champions, who are really, really good. This small Cav force is just not going to be strong enough to face off against the mighty Immortals. Some Chad Spearman in the mix might be good, but yeah, Break Penguin, rightfully, just hiding back in his base, trying to gather up more units. Can't really engage this army with only half of his army. I think he ran out of gold there. No, still good on gold. These guard towers are putting in work, so the longer Break Penguin holds on here, the longer he'll be able to make these guard towers work for him. But it looks, again, like this is one of those situations where remassing in your base while PF2K deals with these guard towers and deals with a couple houses is a really, really good strategy. You have to do it almost. Because this small army really isn't going to do anything against the numbers. PF2K maxed at 175. Bringing up some Rams now. Really good job by him. Continuing to put on the pressure. And again, like, he's not really doing any real economic damage right now, so Break Penguin should be fine to just sit back in his base and not bleed out units like this. But it is a scary force. I can understand the pressure. Where is Break Penguin's army? I think this is it. I think this is his whole army. 82 villagers to the 80 of PF2K. Getting us out some Hypaspis. Hypaspis would be an excellent unit right now against the Sparabara shield walls. Oh, this is just a absolutely massive army here. Break Penguin has tons of resources in the bank. He's trying to spend them as effectively as he can, but it just doesn't look like he has the same number of production as PF2K, who is spending his resources super wisely, going to the 4th age right now. These Rams are doing work. This army, varied as it is oh wow, really solid. Great game, guys. Great game. Let's check out the some of the gathering. Wow, wow! I did not expect it to be that close. Somehow, some way, Break Penguin outgathered. Wow, outgathered PF2K despite not having the water, and he outgathered him in food. Sorry, he outgathered him in food and was nearly neck and neck. That is incredible. How? How? How is that possible? How many fishing boats did he have? Eleven fishing boats? Did he stop there? Yeah, 11 fishing boats. He's doing a great job walling this off. Right, he had his whole side of the map walled off essentially. He had a market line going up. Same thing over here. Break Penguin had this market line, but I think that big oof, as Greeky called it, when he lost all his tox ball, was the real nail in the coffin there. Anyway, so let's get into the next game. How about it? Okay. Let's invite. I have Flavio here. Flavio, are you on? And Break, actually, I gotta invite you. We're gonna be having a co-caster on. Let's see if Break Penguin, after those games, wants to cast with me. Fishing boats overrated, says Erie. Really? I don't know how they could be overrated. 2.3 a second, 60 drop off. Is that not good? Are you not satisfied? Thanks for watching, everybody, by the way, and let me just pitch the community challenge one more time. Are you typing my name right? Yeah. Oh, Aunt. Oh my goodness. It's Bullet Aunt. Why did I think it was Bullet Ant? Whoops. Let me just change that now. Sorry. Why is it Bullet Aunt? All right, let me get Penguin in the call here. Yo, Penguin.
Hi.
Hey. This is great.
I'm not really, but I don't speak really well in English, so
All good,
I hope.
man.
Yeah. Plus, I'm tired as fuck.
No excuses for losing to PF2K. You gotta just take that like a man.
Yeah, like there was no fucking way for me to get a market line up with him having water. Like there was no way.
Yeah. I think you and also you lost the talks, right? Like, that was hard.
Yeah.
That hurt me to watch you lose those talks ball.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
No, it happens. I think we're just waiting on Flavio. But it's awesome to hear your voice now, and we got to hear Greeky's voice yesterday, so it's pretty cool. Finally, we're hearing the voice behind the names.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your English is very good, as he says. Like, and I agree.
Like, I can I can speak it well, but I just don't speak it often, so my pronunciation is fucked at sometimes.
you, you got the cursing down 100%. So I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay, sweet. Flavio is joining. Joining soon. It's weird. It's on. He was coaching me yesterday, man. You missed it. It was a
Yeah,
great stream.
I haven't rewatched the stream yet, so I'm gonna do it after this one.
Yeah, after this too, I gotta cut it up and make it into a video. Because those are some great games. Like essentially, I was playing against Break Penguin. By the way, do you want me to just call you Penguin or Break Penguin, or what do you prefer?
Yeah, I don't really care what you call me.
Okay, sounds good.
Like, Penguin is the easiest one, so.
Okay, Penguin it is then. Yeah, so I was playing against Penguin yesterday, multiple matches, and essentially, Greeky would tell me, make more villagers, put your TC over here, don't forget to do this, and attack now, and stuff like that. Just being like the reminder in my head, which was pretty cool. One game I won, and the rest Break Penguin is just too good.
Yeah, like I heard Greek say easy peasy, so it was like, no, that's not gonna happen.
Yes, that's the type of dedication I like to hear, right? Let's see if Flavio's on.
But yeah, like with him coaching you, it was a totally different game.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because there's so many times where I forget. There's just, you forget the rhythm. You're not necessarily always in that rhythm, but him being there to be like, oh yeah, you have too much food. Like, get your guys off food, and I'm like, oh, yeah, good point. Like, I do have too much food. Let me shuffle my villagers around. It was really, really helpful.
Yeah, like the last game with BF2K, I was like, what the fuck? Where are my gold mines? I saw only one, but Fog of War, a sliver of the map, right on the edge, there was one more.
Yes.
And I was like, where the fuck is it? And I was running out of gold. I had like 5k wood, 3k food, but no gold.
I saw that.
Yeah, and trading really doesn't help you at that at age 3, I would say. As you're gonna make units. That's gonna take like 2k, and then you don't have anything. And if it pushes you again, you have nothing left, and that's so frustrating.
Yes. Yeah, and because actually I saw you take a gold mine near the water, and I was surprised he didn't.
Yeah, I was
shoot
as
you
well
on the water. Yeah. But then, yeah, to your point, there was one at the top left-hand side of the map, but like near the edge of the thing. So yeah, understandable why you didn't scout that area. Okay.
But I don't mind. Like, we got PF2K on the stream, so all's good.
Yeah, exactly. That was awesome. Awesome to have PF2K. Oh yeah, let's get some predictions. This is going to be a close match. Flavio versus Bullet Ant. I expect it to be a close match at least. So we're going to do Black Forest. And it's going to be small.
Oh no.
I have to say, like, the Ace has really turned me on to the whole small map thing. And Black Forest is one of those maps where a small map makes it just infinitely better. So let's ask for colors.
Yeah, I don't really mind the size. It's more like like the coastal and Black Forest, you can so easily wall 2 entrances, and that's it. You're safe. And I really don't do well in those situations.
Yes, yes, you can, and I think yeah, to your point. Hold on, green for Flavio and pink for Bullet Ant. Black Forest, small map size. Let's do it. Um, yeah, because you do really well when you're pressuring your opponents on multiple sides and you're pushing in. And I think on Black Forest when we were playing yesterday too, right? Like, it's one of those things where you just focus on your econ and you have to do everything in your power to put pressure on your opponent's econ. And if you don't do that, then like it's over.
Yeah, my macro is uh, great when I'm also being able to pressure the enemy, but uh, my I don't know really what to do when it's just the macro game, just wall off and that's it. I'm
Yeah,
not really good at that though.
it's like it changes the whole game
Yeah,
completely. Um,
uh, I think we're gonna see DC first for sure. Like
Yes. This is
this
actually
is
a
a
really cool map. Like the way the trees are lined up. Both players have a very even map, right? Where you have one path in the middle and then you have two side paths. Actually, really, really cool. I haven't seen a Black Forest map like this before.
yeah. Usually there are 2 entrances
Yeah.
on the top and bottom, but this one has three, so this is gonna make some interesting plays, I think.
Yeah, and they have fair market lines. Usually, that's one of the issues with Black Forest. Where I think in our last game when we were playing, like you had a much worse market line than I did, and that's just because of the ways the trees
Yeah,
happen to land.
I think Bullet Ant is gonna have the same problem. Uh,
Yeah.
if he decides to, uh, I don't know, if I ping, do the players see it?
Try it. I don't think so. I think that you can only ping your teammates, but I could be wrong.
Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. But basically, on the right side of Bullet Ant, if he decides to wall the choke point,
Mm.
not from the berries, he's gonna have such a bad time.
Yes, yes. He needs to wall like both players. I think need to take like a more forward stance on their walls, right? So they need to wall up three sections. This section, uh,
Yeah,
like both
like
three full on sections, or else the market line won't be good.
I would actually like to see Bullet Ant wall off the top right one,
Mm.
where there are a lot of resources to deny Flavio those.
Yep.
Forward aggressive walls, they can be so useful sometimes. Like if the
Yes.
opponent doesn't notice the pathing, you can actually pick off a lot of villagers. I've actually done it in some Sparta games against Poseidon, and it's so fun,
Nice.
especially with especially with Norse. So yeah,
Yeah, and actually, to your point, it's not just that it's super good to take these resources, but because of the pathing of caravans, right? If you make the walls too close to your base or the potential caravan line, like your caravans will just walk right by the wall, and um, whoever your opponent is could start to just pick your caravans off from behind your wall, so your wall won't be doing anything for you. Um,
yeah.
Ooh, look at this. Bullet Ant already walling off.
I would actually like to see more aggressive walls from him. As if he's gonna use this wall as his base wall, then Flavio can actually pick off some caravans on the behind the walls.
Yeah, yeah. I don't mind this. It's good to get it up at all. Um, looks like he's missing some villager production here, so he needs to be on top of that. But uh, I think Flavio in particular should be making walls right now. Maybe not right now, but like he should be the one
Uh,
to be on the aggressive with quote unquote
yeah,
aggressive
yeah.
walls. Because in
I'm not really sure about what they're doing.
No, I
he
think
went.
both players are going to second TC, right?
No, Flavio is in H2 and he's built an archery range and barracks now. He's building a barracks.
Okay.
Uh, I'm thinking he's gonna pull some kind of play like Ace did against me yesterday.
Mm,
So, like, Babylon is really good at one TC pushes, I would say.
yes. Yes, they are. Uh, Bullet just now getting to the second age. Um, he has enough stone to get to his second town center as soon as he gets to the second age. But I think he's going to keep those units there just to keep
Yeah,
making walls.
I don't like the thing he's doing at all. Like, he should build a second layer forward to take more ground.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. But I'll say this: like, it's better to get up some walls than no walls at all. And
Yeah,
um,
but like currently he should be focusing on walling off the other sides as well, not this one side.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's see what each player knows about each other. Looks like Flavio is
Uh,
just checking out the army of bullet ants, and he sees some spearmen, which are not really going to be very effective, and he's going to put the hurt
yeah,
on.
I would like to hope Bullet is gonna put down a DC now.
But he has no.
Uh,
Oh yeah, he just put it down right now.
yeah,
Uh,
and Flavio is now pushing from the middle, so
that could be a scary push, actually.
yeah, Bullet doesn't really have anything to deal with it,
No,
especially the bowmen. Bowmen,
and he's
they're
housed,
gonna,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, and there's only one villager making that TC. Oh, these units are going to get absolutely crushed. And he's
Yeah,
sending
but
more villagers to make that TC.
as usual, Flavio, when he's trying to be aggressive, he always loses focus on his production.
Yeah, yeah. But I think this might just be good enough. Um,
Yeah, he really should pull back with those, or pull everything he has on the left side to build that DC.
yeah. Well, we'll see if Flavio sees this. I'm going to switch to his vision right now. He doesn't see the second town center, despite having the scout in the base of Bullet. So he is instead just picking off this storehouse. Unfortunate. In the meantime, I'd love to see some slingers, and yeah, Bullet's making some slingers, but
He's
oh
still
no.
housed. That's a really big thing.
Oh, I think did Flavio see? He still doesn't see the TC.
Oh my god,
This is nuts.
this is so awesome for him.
Oh my God, Bullet had being saved by the skin of his teeth. It was like 1 pixel away. Oh, that's crazy. And now that he has, so he was sort of relying on his TC to get him the. Oh, Fabio's gonna keep kicking himself when he sees the VOD of this.
Yeah, he so could have denied that one.
That would have been GG right there. He's getting up his
I'm
second TC.
I don't really like what Flavio did with the rest of his units when he saw the TC. He should have pulled back. He lost like 8 bowmen for nothing, I'd say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He, yeah. Unfortunate that actually to your point, like he was doing damage to the storehouse, but when you have an army, especially an army in the base of your opponent, you gotta start looking. Like your first goal should always be like, what can I do with this army to really put the hurt on my opponent's economy, especially at this point early in the game. And he saw some villagers crossing his path, uh,
Yeah, he saw the wood storehouse, so he
and the wood
could have
storehouse.
pressured
Yes.
that one, but now he's doing a stable transition. I'm guessing Lancers, but
This is a scary
he,
army again from Flavio. He's up 30 pop. Um,
yeah, but Bowmen against DCs are pretty bad. And
yes.
I don't really see a place he could push into without being under DC fire. Maybe on the right side to the wood line, but Bolodan could just pull pull the villagers from there.
Yeah, but I think at this point it's just this is a really strong. Oh no, Bullet's
Oh
going to
no!
lose the
Oh
army
no! Oh
that he
no!
does have.
Oh,
Oh no!
damn it!
Oh,
Uh,
what a
th-
shame. That was his. That was the majority of his army right there. The rest is
yeah,
a couple slingers, some camels, and now he knows how strong this army is. So he's making another barracks, which is good, but he's making them with one unit at a time, um, which isn't going to be good enough. And he's not making any more units out of these two camels, these two stables. So that's something that Flavio is much better at right now. He is making more and more units than Bullet Ant, so he's able to multitask more effectively there. But we'll see. The watch post
yeah,
in his
uh,
base by Bullet
yeah.
Ant.
Flavio is missing all his unit cycles at the moment
Yeah,
because he's trying to micro in the battle.
yeah, and that's something like that I used to do all the time. If you can see like on our mini map, right, you can see where he's paying attention to, and that's where he was paying attention to. He was focusing on the battle rather than all of his cycles. And now he's just getting up his cycles again, going H3 behind this. But I think this should be,
Yeah, this should be GG.
yep,
There is nothing really Bullet can do. Uh, he he isn't pulling any villagers as well, so he's losing so many.
yep. 28 villagers to the 53. Pretty much no coming back from this sort of economic damage.
Yeah,
But this is Bullet, and if you're watching this in the future, um, yeah, it's just you need to keep making units, especially after seeing um, the army of Flavio. I did like the fact that he pushed out. He tried to do something with his army instead of just keeping it in his base. That is something
yeah,
that I like, but unfortunate, Flavio's army was there sitting there, but
yeah.
it's going to be
He
GG.
did well. The thing I would say is the most important thing for him to improve on is the villager management. As in the end, look at that 1.6k wood.
Yeah, yeah. You can either put down a bunch of production facilities or um, move
Yeah,
villagers from wood onto something else.
and the second thing is a build order, as he really didn't follow anything. He went tracks first, uh, produced four spearmen that he didn't do anything with, then was building the TC with one villager. That was a big no-no as well.
Yeah, yeah. The one TC villager, one villager on the TC is not good either. Um, but I will say,
Yeah,
like
that
just in general, I think, um,
yeah, he did good, I would say.
yeah, there was a large point in time in the middle of the game where, unfortunately, he was housed right, and he
Yeah,
put his uh, he was sort of like waiting for his town center to come up to get unhoused, and you can see that in the villager production section, right? Like he just couldn't come back from having that large of
yeah,
a
he
wait.
was housed for almost 2 minutes. That's how long one villager builds a TC.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
with five, it's 60 seconds, like 1 minute, and that's such a big difference, I would say.
All right, let's try to get another one going, and then we'll hop into the 2v2, the final 2v2.
Yeah, when you look at the graphs, he actually did really well. If he didn't get housed, he would be in such a good position, I would say.
If Flavio doesn't want to, if he just wants to focus on the 2v2 as an example, then we can do that. But uh,
By the way, Ace, if you're watching this, would you like to play in the 2v2?
Yeah, ace. Then we can have penguin.
Yeah, then me and Star can cast together, so I don't wouldn't have to play.
It can be the ace and the ace, like
Yeah.
against Erie and Flavio. Okay, let's. I think Bullet Knight changed sieves. Let me invite him in. Oh, we're gonna have a. Evil ace, evil. Let's get Bullet wants to be pink, right? And then Flavio wants to be green. We're gonna do another Black Forest. Small. I keep. I'll go for
Ghost Lake would be a different map.
Come on, Penguin. Ghost Lake. Fine, 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 fine.
Like, let's ask Flavio what he wants to do.
Over Hoover. That would be perfect, actually.
Yeah. Then Pharaohs could actually get a better teammate than currently.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Yeah,
so
Black Forest it is then.
Black Forest it is. Excellent. Let's do it. This is going to be a. This looks like another map on Black Forest, but this time Bullet is going to actually have the power of ox carts on his side. Oh, and I don't think the game logged in, and I think I am not showing the right screen. This is what I should be showing. Sorry, guys. We're going to wait to connect here. Doesn't look like we're able to connect. Two v two. I chose Treasure Island on purpose. I love Treasure Island as a 2v2 map.
Yeah, it's a lot more interesting than the normal 2v2 maps like Mountain Crossing and the other one, Bandit Canyon, I think it was.
Yep. I promoted you, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it a lot as a good 2v2 map.
What were the colors?
Green for Flavio and then pink for Bullet. So River, if you're down, I'll switch out Penguin's name for your name on the sign-up sheet.
Accept the game invite.
Thanks, Flavio. So thanks, Hoover. Here we go. Black Forest. Bullet versus Flavio again. And this is why
Babylon Mirror. This is gonna be really interesting, I think.
Yep, and completely different map now, right?
Yeah. And again, Flavio has a decent market line.
Yes.
This is so weird. Like, the one who starts out on the left side always seems to have the worst market line, I would say.
I don't think this isn't the worst market line. If he can get, if he can cut the map instead of like just strictly horizontally, if he can cut it like diagonally.
Yeah, that would be really good. Like on the bottom side of the space get a TC right here, and on the left side, top side, get the market. That's
But still,
150 gold. I'd be sure.
yes, it is. But still, to your point, it's much easier for than Flavio to push into that market line than it is for Bullet Ant to get his units all the way from his base to Flavio's market line.
Yeah, defending is gonna be a big problem if it gets to the late game.
But I do love this, like, and if you can check out the mini map here, right? Like, there's this. It almost reminds me of Wildwoods with the large wood in the middle, and then there's the two paths around that. But this time it's even like cooler than Wildwoods because there's this large path in the middle, so you can branch out from this side or this side, and then there's another like large patch before you get to Flavio's base. So
Yeah, like this map is pretty balanced actually. Like if you check the market line destination on Flavio's one, you can pretty easily push in from there as well.
yeah, and that's why I like. I love Black Forest. It's such a great map because then you can also like it almost forces a fair fight for both players, all right? Actually, we should probably talk about the the
Yeah,
game.
yeah, yeah. It seems like Flavio is speed rushing.
Mm.
Paladin has a barracks up, so I think he's gonna be fine. But depends on how much Flavio actually targets fires.
And this is one of the things that, because of the recent change, pushing out with some spearmen early on is quite. Um,
Flavio has some nice target firing.
yeah, he's doing a great job microing on this one unit here. I think I'm going to get it. But both players, again, like to your earlier point, either they're housed or they're missing villager cycles when they're in those engagements. Um, yes, this is
Yeah,
small map base.
like
Yes.
again, a bullet ant is floating almost 500 wood already,
Yeah.
and while Flavio has gone to the H2, and that's
And
really bad.
he needs to be putting down some houses with those wood, that wood. He needs to be doing something. He like you should feel
Yeah,
that you're housed right now and use like all your villagers you can to.
yeah, he put down 4 houses right now,
I like it.
but
At least he's bringing some villagers here to make his houses.
yeah, like
You can click the age up, right? Like, or
yeah, no, he has to build a cigarette.
that's right, that's right. Archer range going up for Flavio.
Uh, yeah, like now he's building a cigarette bolt ant, but yeah, uh, he would have to learn a build order. That would help him so much, I would say.
Yep.
As he's gathering gold for a while now. Like we don't know why. Like he hasn't been building that many spears. So
Yeah. Flavio trying to do some economic damage here, but I think he might be able to pick off this villager that's going for the ziggurat. So
yeah, but Bultan pulled other villagers, so
yeah.
he's gonna be fine. While Flavio is gonna lose all the spears he had.
But because of that, right? Flavio is forcing Bullet Ant to prioritize spearmen then over villager production.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Uh, hmm.
21
I'm
villagers to 18.
I'm thinking of what Bulletant is trying to do at the moment.
Double racks, archer range coming out for Flavio. So similar sort of play style as before. Um, just needs to make sure he's not going to be housed. I think he's going to try to make up a second TC somewhere. No? Never mind. Hasn't gathered enough stone yet.
His bullet end is now walling off. Basically denying the entire left side for himself now.
Yeah. I think his that's a wall you can open up later on, but I guess for now his plan is to deny any sort of aggression and sort of force Flavio to face him in this one spot where he wants him to face him. But we will see. We will see. He almost has enough stone and enough wood for a second town center. Flavio, in the meantime, is continuing to mass up some bowmen, continuing to mass up some shield bearers. So we'll see if he'll be able to push in.
Yeah. I'm hoping Bultan now puts down a TC, as he has almost 300 stone.
Yeah, where he puts it down will be good. Yeah, excellent. In
Yeah.
his base, really smart.
Yeah, defensive TC, I think he should be fine if he falls back when Flavio is going offensive.
Yes. He just needs to play smart and make sure to fall back to that TC. But it's a really defensible the position to be in.
Yeah, Flavio is now getting his second TC up as well on the right side.
26 villagers to the 30 of Flavio. Flavio missing some villager cycles as well with 700 wood, 700 food.
Yeah, he's migrating his army and his scout. And that's when it happens.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's the benefit of having those control groups as your production, right? Where you can press 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, and then make your units that you need without actually changing your camera angle or viewpoints.
Right? Yeah, it's like you just press 1 AA, done, and you keep on microing.
Yeah.
But you have to remember to do that.
Ooh, there's a really good raid here at the right-hand side, and he's going to pick up the 7 villagers. And that's huge. Bullet's already down.
He's on the left side.
Sorry, right side.
He could actually push to the top where Flavio is gathering food from.
Yeah, he could. He just scrapes by the skin of his teeth, Bullet. He's making lots more Lancers, so Lancers are going to be good against...
yeah. It's going to be great against Flavio's army.
Man, I'm telling you, there's nothing more frustrating than deer standing in the way of your walls.
I know the pain.
Oh, jeez. And this deer is just... Oh, that's... Look at that face. He did it on purpose. God damn.
He did. And another hole.
That's what I mean. He did it on purpose.
Yeah, there's now 2 holes.
But I like this. Like he's creeping forward with his walls. Like obviously they're not perfect walls, but he's creeping forward with his walls, and he's even pushing out with these 10 spearmen. And Flavio's just trying to run back with these 13 bowmen. He needs to make sure not to lose these spearmen. These spearmen are going to be absolutely critical when Flavio makes that transition to spearmen.
Spears aren't really gonna do anything against the bowmen, and they now got basically trapped in Flavio's base.
Oh, this is not good.
And he's targeting a house.
And he's not going to get it. Oh, he doesn't even get it. Oh, my goodness.
At least he got that one house.
Flavio's age 3. Basically double the pop of Bullet Ant right now. Bullet Ant needs to keep making villagers. 35 villagers of 45. He's making some gardens, though. That's positive. Flavio's also making gardens in the back of his base. Gardens give, I believe, one food per second, and then lower the training time, research time of units.
Yeah, it's 1 per second, I think.
Yeah.
I don't really play Babylon, so I have no clue.
We got 4 Lancers here for Bullet Ant, but it's just not going to be enough. This army that's crossing the map from Flavio is many
Four,
pop up.
yeah, 4 Lancers, 17 Bowmen, and Shield Bearers. It's not gonna be easy for him to defend this.
Flavio smartly going into the base with some Lancers, but they are not paying attention to where they're going. These Lancers get cleaned up by the large Bowman ball by Flavio. Lancers are just chilling in the back of
Bullet
Bullet
Ant
Ant's
Space.
base.
Now destroying cordons. I'm not really sure if that's a priority. He could get all of the villagers down there pretty easily.
Flavio, yeah, just circling the base right now of Bullet Ant, picking off villagers, and this is absolutely critical, right? 43 villagers to the 45 from Flavio. So
Yeah, but
I think Flavio just forgot to make villagers there while he was
yeah,
attacking.
I saw that as well. Yeah, he shouldn't bleed out units like that. There's nothing those spears and the lancers can do at the moment with such small numbers.
Yeah, and even these bowmen, right? Like these bowmen can't do anything. They can't push into a double TC stack, so you don't need to bleed out your spearmen either.
Yeah,
But Flavio's doing a good job kiting. Um, just yeah, this is one of those things where tip for beginner players like, or even mid level players, right? Like
yeah, like
Flavio can't push into this base, so you should be very content to sit back, gather up a large enough force, that will like very easily be able to take out these bowmen here.
yeah, but this what Bullet Ant is doing at the moment is basically bleeding out units. They're getting 3 kills.
Yeah. And he's running out of gold. He ran out of gold in his base now. Let's see. There are some safe golds for him to get, but it's going to take him some time to get it.
I would say he should transfer his villagers into the uh, safe space. I would say, but there's the holes in the walls still.
42
Yeah,
villagers to the
and he's
58.
doing that right now.
Bolin finally cleans up what's in his base, but it took him a lot to get there, more than it needed to.
Yeah,
Here we go. Flavio's going to be pushing out again with an army that's 30 pop more than Bullet Ant. 43 villagers to 61. Bullet Ant did he just destroy this part of the wall? He did destroy this part of the wall. And he's pushing out again with this small little army.
but why? Like,
Yeah, but,
and
oh
he
no. Oh no. Oh no, Bullet Ant. You were doing so well. You had you had defended his base really effectively. He had these walls, and you should be happy just to sit back behind these walls.
yeah, he's producing. He's getting armory upgrades and
Which is
producing
good,
units. Really nice.
really well. He's making lots and lots more villagers. Flavio is missing some of his villager cycles. He is getting up his third CC though, so.
Oh no. Oh
Does
yes,
Flavio see
Flavio
this?
missed.
No, he
He
doesn't.
missed the villagers.
Yeah, he missed a critical number of villagers. Both the only gold gathering source and the only food, I think, from.
Yeah, Bullet Ant still should pull back
Yeah,
and mess up.
pull back, mass up, exactly. It can't really do anything against these double TC fire, at least not now, not yet.
And Flavio is going back now. That's good for. Bullet Ant is going H3 now.
Some of these villagers here from Bullet Ant are gathering fairly far from the base from his base, so he should. There's some room to improve on villager micro as well.
Yeah. The bad thing about Babylons is the ox carts.
The bad.
You you always have to think that you have to make villagers when sometimes ox cards are gonna be a whole lot more worth it, I would say.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this is GG. Flavio now saw the villagers on the left side,
Oh no.
and he's pushing into his base with the 180 pop.
Yeah, yeah, and getting all of his armory upgrades, really nicely done. Bullinet has all of these. Oh, he's pushing out with this small little group of units. Uh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, and this is one of the things where too, like you have a lot of resources here. Um, you gotta spend them. You gotta spend it. Spend your resources wisely. And so Flavio, yeah, gonna push into the base, even getting something I never see often, which is chariot archers from Babylon, which have bonus against priest.
yeah, I don't really get I've never seen chariot archers from Babylon.
They look really strong actually. 36 DPS. This reminds me of a lot about. Reminds me a lot of the chariot archer from Egypt, which are obviously very strong. Um, oh, just for those wondering, we got Penguin or Break Penguin co-casting with myself. So GG for Flavio taking a 2-0 against 2-0 against Bullinet. Thank you both for playing in the community challenge, and I'll mention it yet again. If you're interested in playing the community challenge, anybody can play. We're going to be doing a Saturday, roughly every Saturday. We're going to be doing a community challenge, same time, same place. So if you want to sign up, join the Discord channel, the PvP Discord channel. That's where the sign up is going to be held. And if we you're doing great, Batman. You're doing great. Discord. So I'm gonna. There's the link to the Discord channel. If you're interested, please join the Discord channel, and we can get you casted on the channel. And of course, right, there's some financial incentives, and by financial I mean gear. You can win gear. So if you're a PvP player and you're a new player to Age of Empires Online and you're interested in upping your game, your PvE game even, you need some mags to really complete your collection, get that gear score up. Feel free to join the community challenge, even if it's with your friend, right? Like if you're the same level, then join up. Okay, so now the game we've all been waiting for. Yuri.
Now there's gonna be a lot to cast 2v2s with great players. There's gonna be a lot of action, especially with Iri harassing everyone.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough though. It's gonna be tough. I think both Pharaohs and like no um, no shade meant for Flavio, but I think that hold on a second here. I think that for Hoover and Pharaoh, so just better players. So we'll see whether or not Yuri will be able to make up for that difference.
Pharaohs is really good in 2v2s. I've played so many. I've played almost all of my 2v2 games this season with Pharaohs on the opposite or my team.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he doesn't miss a game.
Yeah, and you're 6-0. So, okay, I'm missing Pharos is in. Verhoover, are you in here? You are. So the only issue, I can't seem to invite anybody because I'm not the host. The only issue is that I don't think you can join me on spectating if we are doing a 2v2. So I'm gonna have to stream my point of view to you.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be fine.
Yeah,
Like,
it should be fine.
it's a little bit delay, but with 2v2s we have enough action to see.
So let me share my screen right now while we're at it. Let me know if you can see that. Feel free to invite Verhoover and Erie and Pharos. Erie coming in with the Civ of Persian Civ, rightly named PF2K.
I am not really sure.
Flavio's name for his Babylonian Civ is called Lancer for the win. I love it.
And here is his PF2K on his Persians. That's always nice to see.
It's just paying respect. I like it.
I promoted you so you could invite.
Sweet.
I'm not really sure we have enough space.
Invite Pharos, and then I'll invite Hoover. Treasure Island is the map. So what I wanted to chat about for Treasure Island in particular, it's such an interesting map for. No, I'll wait so we can capture it on the VOD. So players who just skip to the actual section in the game get to hear the chat. But I'm super excited for.
Yeah,
Treasure
I
Island
saw a great game on Flavio's channel where him and Pharos played against Poseidon, and I'm not really sure about the fourth one, where Poseidon actually long shipped his units
Ooh,
to the other side, and he started building barracks there in the end
nice.
game, and it was an intense 2v2 match.
Very nice. We're missing.
Yes, so I'm sure this is gonna be awesome.
Just waiting. We're just waiting on Pharos. And he's coming in 2 minutes. So everything we're set up for that first 2v2 that I've casted in a super long time. First 2v2 I've seen in a really long time too. So
this is gonna be a really interesting match. Like I can't predict who has the advantage here. Ira is great, like he's a beast, but going against Pharos and Verhoover, that's a tough one, I would say.
I'm wondering if any of them are going to be going into a group chat. Because, something as simple as just being able to tell your opponent like faster that, hey, I need your help over here.
Yeah.
Is much easier to do when you're not having to type it out.
Yeah, typing it out is such a disadvantage. And when you ping, you don't really know if it's important or not.
Yeah.
And then if he needs to do anything as well, that's gonna be another few seconds spent on that one, and fights can be over in a few seconds.
Alright, here we go. Treasure Island is the map. Pharos. And Hoover versus I am Flavio.
Pharos is switching now. So we have a Norse and a Babylon against Persians and Iris, Iri and Flavio are maybe getting, yeah, they're
Ooh,
doing a voice chat. So
excellent. I expect.
damn, this is gonna be an awesome game, I would say.
Yep, and we'll hopefully be able to pick out when that communication goes through, right? And we'll be able to see both of the teams' armies converging onto one single point. Ace always trolling with the troller uncertain. It's Striker. It's myself and Breg Penguin who's casting. Okay. Do I have to make the colors the same? I think I gotta make the colors the same, right? Pharos and Eerie. Do I have to make the colors the same?
You don't have to.
Okay.
And I'm not really sure you can.
Oh yeah, you're right. It doesn't look like I can. Good point. Good point. I think Flavio wanted to be green. Okay. Let's start it up. If this doesn't work, we'll...
I'm really hoping Iri is gonna do some tower play, as he could actually deny any. I had a game.
Ooh, that's not good.
But in the meantime, I had a game with Poseidon as my teammate, where we were both Norse, and we basically walled off the uh, entrance to the opponent's bases. So we focused on one, and we tower played one, and they couldn't help each other, and that was the end of it. To be honest, if we're gonna get a second game, I would like to see double Norse.
Yeah, that would be like on one team. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be so much possibilities for sneaky plays.
All right. Tell everybody 2v2 coming up in 1 minute once we get these small connection issues out of the way. Eerie and Flavio versus Pharos and Verhoover. I don't know what our admin VPN is, to be fair.
I think it's just a type of VPN.
Invite Verhoover. We're just waiting on some 2v2 connection issues, and then we're going to be hopping right into the most anticipated game of this community challenge.
Yeah, 2v2s are tough to organize with the connection issues.
Okay, let's try it again. Alright, we're restarting some of these games. In the meantime, you know what we can do? Since this is the weekend, I have some, oh no, here we go. Let's try to get
No
this.
way. Deny it.
Yeah, I was going to open up some legendary chests, but... Okay, it seems like
And
this
it
works. That's good.
worked.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Here we go. Me and
Oh,
Yuri.
no.
I can win this.
What is happening? Did someone drop? What happened? What happened?
Villager rush. Alright. Let's open up some legendary chests. No mags.
Sadly.
No mags. What?
Sadly, nothing.
What happened there?
That would actually be kinda OP.
In
Since
this map, yeah. If you double
Uh,
villager rush. Alright,
I
I'm
mean,
Flavio
like,
versus Yuri.
everyone actually goes, like many 2v2 players go DC first. So, two people village rushing, one player could actually deny the whole game. Like, make it into a 2v1.
Yeah, and that's happened to me before in a game, but...
And Pharos was removed, Flavio left. What is
Jeez.
happening?
Almost worked. Let's keep trying hosts. Keep changing hosts.
Pharos actually has quite okay connections,
Yeah,
at least to me.
I don't have an issue with either player, any players here. I've played with all of them.
Yeah.
Somehow, do you see that? I
Yeah.
accepted
Yeah.
the quest, but it's still creating the game. Yeah, here, hold on. I was still waiting. Yeah, exactly. Here, let's in the meantime then let me go to Sparta Let me open up some chests there. If this doesn't work. Everybody. Except for me. Pharaoh's doesn't exist then. Jeez. What happened there?
I would say everyone would have to relog.
Yeah. Here, let me log out. Let's start again. And while we're... I guess now I realize why it's hard to host these 2v2 tournaments. Let's make some...
If only we had the same kind of powers that PF2K has.
That's fine. We play enough PvP. Ooh, first one. Recipe. Ooh, second. Robes of Menace.
That's actually a pretty good one, I'd say.
Not bad, not bad. Yes, that's correct, Rookie. Okay, not bad. Not terrible. What is this? Is this good? Cost? No, I don't think that's good. Is this good? No, I don't think that's good either. Let's keep, oh no, I ran out. Oh. Unfortunate. What other, some summer points, some winter points?
Do you have Moe's? Moe's Mister?
I do.
Yeah, I spent too much gold there.
It never works.
I spent like 500k gold in the past week.
What are we doing? Lucky chests, or are we doing treasure chests here?
Yeah, lucky chests are first plus.
Here we go. We're just waiting for everybody to join here, and while that's happening, 10 gold, 500 gold. Look at that. Not even profit, but no epics. Cry. Cry.
This is gambling at its finest.
Scambling. I like that. Scambling at its finest. Here we go. Oh, there it is. Let's go. We're in it, baby.
Yes, we did it. Flavio was the key.
2v2. I am Flavio. Eerie. Versus Pharos. And for Hoover. Let me do it like this instead. Okay. Actually, let's do it like this. Okay. On the bottom side, we have Eerie and Flavio. Flavio, what I wanted to actually talk about was the fact that I chose this map, Treasure Island, in particular because both players sort of have a different role to play, right? The player closest to the water, it's their job to secure the water and battle for the water, and then it's the person on the left-hand side whose job it is to defend the base and really coordinate with the other player to make sure that they're able to really take map control
Yeah. Uh, if one team gets control of the water, they could actually get the docks and trading ships for a safe market line. And that would be very powerful, I would say.
Yeah, it looks like all players are going to go for a early barracks. So everybody's expecting. Yeah, let's get some predictions if possible. I would love to get some predictions for this, but looks like all players are expecting some sort of aggression here. Barrows and Verhoover. Verhoover actually getting up some hunting dogs. Let's
Yeah,
watch Erie's base.
with Eerie in the game, you can't really go without the barracks.
Yeah,
Uh, you're gonna be so punished if you go TC first against Eerie.
yeah, that's very true. No player deciding to go for the water. Um, all players just content to sort of push. We have two Sparabar here for Behoover. In Pharos' base, he's crossing the map with some of these spearmen. Um, going to Erie's base, actually. Trying to make sure that the Erie doesn't push out.
There's actually sport. Oh no! Oh no!
Did you see that? Did you see how fast that rhino ran?
Yeah,
Oh my
they have
god.
charge,
That's
and they do
hilarious.
a pretty good damage actually.
That
Uh,
was hilarious.
what I would like to see from one of the teams is focusing one player with the spear rushes.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, there's actually a duo, Spartan King and a stock that do really well on the Sparta Q. They focus so much, they deny everything with
Oh,
their spears. So I hope that these guys can pull off something similar.
yeah. Right now, looks like they're splitting things up, taking it one like half for Hoover's army. And I'll switch this around. But for Hoover's army is facing off against Erie, and at the same time, Flavio's army is facing off against Pharos's. Pharos dropping some villagers right now while he's microing
Uh,
his units here, but this is a 2v1 fight.
I Yeah, this is a bad fight. This is such a
Instantly,
bad
yeah.
fight. He's not target firing anything, and he basically lost almost all of his spears.
Yeah, they're losing some gathering time, right? Like Erie gets pushed off of his hunt, if that really means anything. But
Yeah, he's gonna take it right away when they leave. So it doesn't really matter if they push off the hunt without being able to.
yeah. And this is the
Uh,
punish, right? The new.
yeah, this is gonna be so bad. And now they go on the offensive.
Oh, what do we have here? We have a dock going up for Pharos, and then nothing here yet for Flavio.
Hoover is getting 810. That's good choice.
Crossing the map, both players at the same time. This is it. They're bunching up.
Yeah, this is what the voice chat allows you to do. Easy communication to focus someone.
Yeah, and there's 9 versus the 9, but now that Flavio's army is here, Pharos doesn't have anything to help defend this yet. He is in the second age, which is going to be useful. He's going to be making up Axemen
Yeah,
to
but
help Verhoover out, but
this
Verhoover needs
fight,
to run back. Yeah.
yeah, this fight is completely pointless for Hoover. They should just pull back and wait for the Axemen to arrive.
He's saved enough Sparabar to do some damage, but now it looks like Erie's gonna and Flavio are gonna try to cut off the
Yeah,
supporting units from Pharos.
if
Really good.
Ire would actually use the stone that he has to wall off their connection, that would be so powerful. And then get towers as well.
Pharos is
That
housed right now. That's not good for him. He's not able to make any Axemen, which are going to be extremely critical in this fight.
And Ire is gonna snipe that house as well, so that's gonna. Oh, he's not. What?
Yeah, he's not going to be focusing on the house. Seems like he was just trying to go for villagers. I think he might have seen, yeah, both players here trying to go for the water, and that might have put them on the back foot in this engagement. So it looks like they're going to be trying to take out the water.
Yeah, they can't take out the dogs. There's no way. But Pharos is missing villager production. Oh, now he's resuming it.
Yeah, he has
But
axemen now. That should be able to clean up the rest of these spearmen that are hanging around the base. Erie did get up a second town center. No other player has gone up a second town center yet. Pharos, both players have taken to the water, but looks like Erie, despite being on the left-hand side of the map, is making long ships for his team.
I'm guessing that Erie is gonna deny the water for both Hoover and Pharos.
But this is the benefit of having your teammate, right? Like Flavio, even despite dropping some villagers here, he was at 29 villagers ahead of anybody else in villager production. I just need to continue, like, use Erie as the.
Yeah, he's still not.
There it is. There it is.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hoover finally getting to the the second age. Sorry.
Yeah.
He's trying to deny the second town center of Flavio. He might be able to pick some villagers up if he micros well enough. Gets
yeah,
one.
he isn't gonna be able to deny anything. Maybe pick off another villager, but that's it.
Both players here trying to get up one galley up for Hoover, but there's already a long ship out and another one coming.
Pharos should start building something as well. Flavio is floating almost 1k food. That's that's so bad. Like, he can't use it even with his production.
Yeah.
So
I see the army for Pharos. Not much here, just a couple axemen. He did get up to second town center. Same thing with Pharos. Same thing with Verhoover, and same thing with Flavio. So they're all in the same double TC production. This is hard to.
Let's do a villager check.
Yeah. So Flavio 30 villagers. Erie 33, so him dropping villagers is not having helping. 29 and 27. So Verhoover and Pharos are slightly down on villagers.
But it seems that this is gonna be a long.
Look at Erie bringing in his boats here on the shoreline to take out the couple axemen. They're trying to put on pressure.
I would like to see Erie actually doing a fort play. Do you see the two goals that are near Pharos? Right there, yeah.
These two right here?
No, Pharos, the red one.
Right here?
Put two forts between them,
deny
everything, and put the ships on the coast to support them.
Here we go, the fishing battle actually. 3 galleys. Oh, Erie just came in and killed all of Pharos' fishing boats.
But now he's on the back foot.
He is.
So, but it's Erie, so I'm guessing his micro is gonna save almost every ship.
Yeah, but he's facing 2v1 essentially. But Verhoover and Pharos are not pushing any advantage on the water. They're not trying to make any more galleys or triremes than they need to. Pharos in the back of this trying to get up some stables. Verhoover, archer range, some more barracks, but really is missing a lot of production. You won't be able to help really in the next fight if it comes in the next couple of minutes. But he is trying to secure the water for his team, so that is a big plus. But there's 5 long ships here for Erie. Oh, zoom out. Thank you. He's trying to micro a bit. Losing his galleys. He's going to lose everything here if he doesn't micro appropriately. He should be telling his teammate Pharos to help him out. But I think...
Yeah, but Pharos doesn't have anything to help him with. He has, I think, 1 ship, but that's not enough.
Looks like Erie's going to single-handedly take the water here with these 5, now 6 long ships. And to your point from earlier, it seems like the long ships would be able to even transport some units all the way very easily to the treasure island, of course, but then also to the base of Pharos and Verhoover, behind any walls that they might be putting up. Flavio is trying to put some pressure on, throws the shield bearers into the army of...
Yeah, but he's gonna lose everything, I think.
Yeah, this is an
No,
overextension.
Iri's gonna help him. There's that communication, I would say.
Oh, they need to run back. Yeah, and
Yeah.
Pharos running back with his camels. He doesn't have much, so he needs to make sure that he doesn't overextend. This is a massive army for both players. Who needs to play smart, play in the back of his base. He's also floating 1,400 food.
And there's that Iri play now. He's gonna get a towers and start pushing him.
Yeah, Flavio overextending a little bit while Iri is trying to make something happen.
He was macroing behind it while they took out everything he had.
Yeah, Verhoover rightfully not overextending. Pharos needs to not be housed. Same thing with Verhoover. Both of them are housed right now. Flavio and Iri, especially Iri, has been doing a great job. Already at 160 total pop there and 145 out of the total. This is a sizable 12 camel riders against the 11 raiders.
I would actually say that he would go raid, yeah.
Yeah, excellent job by him.
And Verhoover should actually get some guard towers and something in the back of his base.
And spearmen. He needs those Chad spearmen against these throwing axemen and particularly raiders.
Yeah, he would actually need more bowmen. Mass bowmen would actually work here as well. Iri doesn't have that many raiders.
So here we go, the raids in the base of Flavio and Iri. These camel riders are going to be able to do a lot of damage against any of the cav that are going to try to chase them down. He's going to try to find some exposed villagers, taking out some caravans, going for the wood line. Needs to make sure not to be caught by the snare of these recently buffed camel riders. In the meantime, Iri pushing out while going to H3 with these raiders. Asapar going to clean them up, but we'll see.
That's a loud sneeze.
I had to mute that stream on my stream. Oh, just the worst sneeze. I think that might be his only gold source. Yeah, this is his only gold source, and Flavio is going for round 2 on that same gold.
I would love to see Iri actually splitting the map, the base of Pharos and Verhoover with walls.
Yeah.
Using that Norse specialty.
Man, A10 is coming in clutch there, saving all these villagers. Verhoover trying to push out while half of the army of Iri isn't here. And it looks like he's getting a really good surround on these raiders. But the main army of Verhoover is here, so Iri is here, so he's going to have to be forced back.
Yeah, but he can't go Q1, so he has to pull back.
Somebody's dropping. Flavio's dropping. No!
Pharos as well.
No.
I hope this is gonna be fine. Oh no, this is not good.
Oh? We're good?
Oh. Thank God.
Oh, this excellent double play by Pharos coming in to save the day as Verhoover was pushing out Iri. Flavio's army is...
Oh no. Ah, no.
Oh no. I was just about to say. These are very fair teams, but it looks like Flavio disconnected there. That was looking like a great game. Both teams were doing a fantastic job of really connecting.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's pause this game.
Still, this is such a sad thing to happen. It was
Oh,
getting so good. Like, it was getting to the mid game where everyone is started to be active on the map.
yeah, I know, and that like that's where making sure that you're in the exact position, right? Make sure your teammate can back you up. Like Peros was getting a nice fortress there to help it Hoover out. Like that was getting a fortress up in his base. Like that was gonna be. We were in it for the long game, man. Oh, that's a real shame.
Yeah,
Everyone gets Mag's friendship wins. Let's try to do a restart. Let's try to do a restart. Ah, penguin. Oh.
this is sad, I know. This was gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah, I'll promote Flavio because seemed to work last time with him. And that was fairly even. Like, I couldn't call any particular team as winning there. Like obviously Pharaohs and Hoover got a nice surround on Yuri's army, but um, yeah, it was fairly even. So
Yeah,
I'm glad we made these teams. These are really good teams.
yeah.
All right. Uh, Promoted Flavio.
Yeah, the connection issues have been quite recent, especially the ones that start the countdown from 35 or something like that. Then there's no way of actually doing anything. Then
Yeah.
usually
Unfortunately,
it's
go for it. Sorry.
usually it starts from 81 or something like that, then starts countdown. But when it starts from 30 or something, then it's insta disconnect.